What's up, everybody? It's BC. Welcome back to another video. I'm excited to make this one because there's a lot of toxic habits that people have, they're not even aware of. I'm going to give you 5, and I'm going to give you a bonus one at the end that I think is very, very important. And I really want you to pay attention and take notes. Some of these things you probably heard, some of them you haven't, yet it's crucial that you now, after you watch this video, start to take the necessary steps to rid yourself of these habits and replace them with something powerful and positive, which is the whole goal of what I teach and the whole betterment of not only the individual, which will lead to the betterment of society, but the society as a whole. So take these things and apply them immediately and begin this change from negative to positive, okay? 5 toxic habits that keep you broke and miserable. Okay, number 1 is engaging in and being the generator of gossip. Gossip is stupid. Gossip you should have no time and patience and not even an ear for. Do not involve yourself in gossip, okay? All it does is spread stupid rumors, information gets twisted and tainted, and all you're doing is engaging in an activity that doesn't get you anywhere. Like, what does gossip do for you as an individual, right? Is it some sort of form of entertainment for you, right? What does it accomplish? It's just a bunch of wasted words talking about people. Have you noticed that people typically who gossip a lot are always miserable, always negative, always have a bad attitude, aren't really successful? They have nothing better to do, nothing better to focus on besides gossiping about other individuals, okay? You're basically saying other people's lives are more important than mine, so I'm going to talk about them. What's the point? What's the point? Also, know that gossiping amongst friends, eventually those people will probably become an enemy or not a friend. And guess what? They're going to use all that against you with that other individual or anyone else or you in general, because they know about you, they know your weaknesses, and they've already been involved in those type of conversations with you. So why give them a weapon? Why even engage with it? And why waste your time gossiping? All it does is take away your focus and energy from yourself, your goals, and your dreams, and what you're doing and what you're trying to accomplish, okay? Number 2, kind of tied to it, but not really, because this is more on the individual level. Complaining, putting out negativity, right? Now, I know the source of most complaints from most individuals in this world is lack of taking responsibility, okay? They'll blame other people. Well, you know, the weather messed me up today. Well, if that person had done this, then I'd be successful. Those are all sorts of complaints, and most of them, if you trace it down to the most foundational datum, you will find that it's a lack of responsibility being taken for their life, okay? Now, I'm in agreement that a lot of things in this life will happen outside of your control, and that's fine, and we can't control them, right? We have zero control, okay? You can't control your attitude and what you say and how you react. So I'm not going to complain if there was an earthquake and then it was a huge earthquake, 9.0. It devastated most of Southern California, and now, for example, because I'm in real estate, I can't sell real estate for 6 months. Now I can sit there and complain about it, or I can be proactive, find other solutions, and figure out what I'm going to do in the meantime, because the fact that real estate's going to be shut down for 6 months here in Southern California, if that was the case, okay, that's going to happen no matter what, whether I complain or not. So let's move on from it. Let's not be stuck on this, and let's look forward for a solution. Let's explore. Let's at least control our attitude about it, and now move forward knowing it is what it is. Now I need to either create something new, I need to create other income sources, or I need to make the adjustment, because I can't change the fact, no matter how much I complain, that that earthquake happened and real estate's going to be shut down for 6 months, okay? Again, complaining expends a bunch of your energy that could otherwise be used for production and productivity. It keeps, and this is what people don't get, is we attract what we think, what we speak, and how we feel. Very key, right? Write that down. And I recommend you rewind the video and watch it again and get that, okay? So, if I'm constantly putting out negativity, oh, woe is me, oh, I never catch a break, and all this stupid shit that I'm putting out, guess what I'm going to attract? More stupid shit. Why do you think the people that always complain, that hang out in groups, always seem to have something to complain about? Because they're given that. Yet the people who are preaching power, positivity, moving forward, progress, how do they seem to get lucky and always move forward? Now, we all have moments, of course. You may know people who, in general, sometimes might be a little bit more positive, but bad shit happens to them. Bad shit happens to me too, all the time. However, there's an overflow of positive stuff and opportunities with me too. Because if something bad happens, right? Since I'm not a complainer, I don't see it as something bad. I see it as an opportunity, and I take advantage of it, and I make the best of it, and I create an opportunity from it, even if other people cannot look at it. Because if I come from a positive, progressive mentality and perspective versus a complaining perspective, both of those individuals can look at the same scenario, the same thing that happened, the same moment in time, and the complainer will find the negative in it and see that there's nothing, and oh my God, this is a dead end and I'm not going to go anywhere. And the person who has a progressive mentality will find an opportunity in it. Same situation, two different individuals, two different ways of viewing it and thinking, see two different things. Why is that? It's all the perspective, and it's all coming from the frame of not complaining, but okay, there's an opportunity here. It's really that simple. It's a simple mental flip. Okay? Number 3, moving along. And before I do number 3, I want you to comment below. How much have you been involved in those first 2 that I said? Do you have any other that you would like to suggest? Right? You can comment now or comment later. I recommend you comment now because I guarantee you all of you have either been involved with complaining or gossiping, and you have to stop. Okay? The next thing I want to talk about is constantly falling into the trends of what is pushed in society. The newest fashion trend, the newest gadget. I need the newest iPhone right away before everybody else. I need the newest car that came out on the commercial. Constantly having to go after the newest thing and get it. Now that's pushed to, obviously sell the newest alcohol beverage, whatever it is. Now, those manufacturers and brands, of course, want to sell and they want to make money. I get it. However, you have to make sure that you are coming from a position of, if you want to purchase it for you, right? And this goes beyond just purchasing. This is just the simplest example that I can give you. Do you want it for you? Or are you doing it because the commercial told you, and everyone else around you is going to be like, oh, you got the newest phone, good for you. And you feel good gloating in that moment of showing off your new phone. Key datum right here, ladies and gentlemen. Are you doing it for yourself, or are you doing it for them? If you're doing it for them, you will be miserable. You will be miserable because you will always be the butt of other people's opinions and criticisms, which is something that I've told everybody from the beginning, especially for the people on my Modern Success program, that is a chain you must rip out of you immediately. Most people live based on that, meaning I need other people's approval. I need them to give me a thumbs up. I need them to tell me yes. I need them to support me, because if I have to stand on my own 2 feet and no one else approves of me, I'm nothing. Wrong. That's the quickest road to misery, poverty, and not being satisfied with yourself and being satisfied with life. Right? And I once was on that road. Many of you watching may still be on that road, and some of you may have gotten off that road, and I applaud you, because it's one of the most difficult things to come to terms with is, I'm going to do what I want to do in my way, regardless if everybody says they don't like it. I don't care, because it's my life. I want to do it my way. Okay? So, take a quick look. Real quick, internally. Am I doing it for them? Or am I doing it for me? Now, if it comes from your desire, like me getting my Lamborghini, I didn't do it for anybody else. I had that fucking poster on my wall since I was a little kid. So man, was it a great accomplishment getting it. And I don't even show it off that much. I drive it and I enjoy it, but it was more about the accomplishment in me, not what other people would tell me. Any praise or positivity or negativity that comes from it, I'm detached from it. Doesn't matter. Okay? I did it for me. I didn't do it for anybody else. And you need to start making those decisions in your life and saying, am I really doing this for me? Am I going to school for me? Am I getting this phone for me? Am I working at this job or this career for me? Or am I really doing it for somebody else? And that requires some soul searching that a lot of people refuse to do. Then they end up, because of that lack of self-knowledge and knowingness of what they really want, end up living someone else's life. And they walk around every day, and it usually hits them one day saying, why am I miserable? I'm doing what I claimed that I wanted to do. I got the job, I went to school, and this and that, and what's going on? Okay? So be real with yourself, okay? Number 4 is not sticking with the plan, right? Not sticking with the plan. Now, you can be flexible in what it is that you commit to, and you say, I want to do this. But too many people get drawn into this new magic bullet, this new method, this new way to run a business. Oh, here's a new business opportunity. Oh, here's another one. Here's another one. And they don't stick to their original plan. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, commitment comes first. Commitment comes first. From commitment, then you do it. And as you're down that road and obstacles come, you are flexible enough to make adjustments. However, you still stick to the plan. Too many people jump ship from one thing to the next and to the next, and they see the masses doing that, so they just keep doing it. When a guy says, I want to be an online marketer, then he tries it for a month and he's like, oh, I want to go into real estate. Then he tries that for a month and says, oh, now I want to get into cryptocurrency. And it's this like revolving door where every month there's somebody else. And I'm sure many of you people watching know other individuals who are like that. It's like, dude, every month this guy has a new job or a new idea, but he never accomplishes anything. Ding, ding, ding. That's this, because they can't stick to a plan. The commitment was never made, and the commitment is never there. Without that, you're not going to make it very far, because you have to stay the course. The classic meme I can talk to you about, or example is, we've all seen that picture where it shows two guys digging through the mud, and then there's diamonds, right? There's like a deposit of diamonds. And you see one guy who was literally like a sliver away. He had to hit the mud 2 or 3 more times, right? Walking away, disappointed, giving up. And you see the other guy halfway there, just digging away. That's an example of somebody giving up, and after that month, jumping ship to another opportunity because they never hit gold or got the diamonds from this original plan that they had. Okay? So you have to stick with it. No, it's not going to be easy, but the commitment to see it through, doom, 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 has to remain. Otherwise, you will be broke and you will be miserable. Okay? Here's number 5. Now, as I say number 5, I'm looking in my mind for that bonus one I was going to give you. If I can't remember that one, I'll give you another one. But, stick through. And if you've been here that long, you're really getting some nuggets from this, okay? Number 5, okay? And this one, I'm going to attempt to give you the most basic explanation of it, all right? There's too much focus, and not so much focus, but we can say lack of attention being paid to the small, insignificant stuff. And that over time adds up. This is what I mean, okay? I'll give you an example in regards to diet and fitness, and let's say also monetary consequences, right? Money, finances. Oh, I'm going to the gas station today. Oh yeah, I'll get some chips and an energy drink, right? It's only $6, okay? Right, and then we watch how that small little habit of getting a little extra or doing this everywhere, right? Oh, I'm going to go to the restaurant and order a little bit more, or whatever it is, right? How those little charges add up and they start weighing on you every month, and at the end of the year, you realize how many thousands of dollars you wasted, like going to the club and getting 2 drinks or whatever it is, right? How about with diet? Oh, I'm just going to have an extra bag of chips. Oh, I'm not going to work out today. It's only just today. And you look at the accumulation effect over that, and then somebody's wondering why they gain 10, 15, 20 pounds in a year. You see? Those are the simplest examples I can give you of the small insignificant stuff not being paid attention to, that down the line makes you overweight, saps your energy, and takes away your money. Now, how many of you watching are not even paying attention to that small insignificant stuff? The details that later on slap you in the face when the accumulation effect and compound effect has come into place, and you're like, whoa, I've been skipping the gym, once or twice a week for the last 3 months, and I've gained, 8 pounds in 2 or 3 months. Holy shit. But you don't realize it because every time you skip, maybe you only gain 1/10 of a pound. But after 30 skips, that's 3 pounds, and it's like, oh man, it's been a month and a half and I've gained, 2 or 3 pounds. Damn, it's just fat. How about them finances? Man, I'm scraping by, but when I really look at my finances, I'm spending $600 or $700 on insignificant stuff every single month. When I can take 200 or 300 of that and invest it into myself and put the other 200 or 300 into savings, long-term savings for investments. Man, I'm really messing up here. So start paying attention to that stuff, ladies and gentlemen. And I saved this one for the end, for the people who actually stick to the end of the video, because I think that's probably one of the most important ones that blindly happens in front of us, and it's right in our face, but we don't see it. We don't see it, okay? Now I'm going to give you a bonus one for those of you who have stuck around. And I want you to comment below real quick, what have you gained from these 5? Has that made an impact on you already? Can you see how applying these are going to help you? Okay? Here's the last one, is this. We seek entertainment without gaining anything from it. Meaning, I find entertainment and reading and educating myself, which I love, which you can actually do too. But you think entertainment is, I have to watch this comedian, ha ha ha. I have to watch these bullshit videos on YouTube, ha ha ha. I have to watch a TV show, ha ha ha, and mindlessly watch it for entertainment. You want to unconsciously entertain yourself. How about consciously entertaining yourself by feeding your mind and educating yourself and informing yourself about stuff, reading a subject related to your career that can help you move forward? How is that not entertaining? You've been fooled, you've been told that's not entertaining, and that's why you stay broke and miserable. We need to make that switch. This is why people like myself are on this quest, and we keep getting better and growing and getting stronger, because we've actively taken what we were taught and said, I'm not going to accept that. I'm going to create my new spin on it and my new label on it, and I'm going to empower myself with it, not use it as a detrimental activity. We don't need to come home after a long day of work and unload. I'd rather come home from a long day of work later than everybody else and then dig my face into a book, listen to some audiobooks, and better myself. Because that's what I'm all about, and that's freaking entertaining to me. And the result down the road is much better than me mindlessly entertaining myself watching the TV. Okay? So that's it for this one, everybody. I hope you enjoyed these 6. I hope you apply some of this stuff, and I hope that you do start making some progress towards your life and betterment of it, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially, all across the board. For those of you who enjoyed this video, you would tremendously benefit from getting on my Modern Success program. I've already had over 40 people join this month. The group is exploding, and it will transform your mind and your life, guaranteed. Go to bryancasella.com in the description and get on Modern Success. Okay? Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to like the video and share it. Team BC, I'll see you on the next one.